Hello, my name is Barry. Welcome to Christianity Explained. Today, I need to talk with you about three essential topics that's going on. And hopefully, you read what was said on the thumbnail or the title. If so, good. We need to talk about the elephant in the room. In this case, my use of Chat GPT in a couple of the videos and some other things that you may or may not have noticed. First, it's important to realize that I am technically visually impaired. That is, in order for me to read text in the Bible, you may notice that I don't have use a physical book. That's because I have to be about this close to the print. And when it comes to printed books, I am not a fan of red letters because they are a royal pain in the butt for me to really see. That's why you'll notice that when it comes to reading, I'll use my logos with a black screen and white text, and I have a somewhat large size, not just for your benefit, but for mine. Makes it a little easier to read. It's also why it takes a little bit longer than some. And unfortunately, when you have poor vision like I do, your reading speed isn't going to be like, ooh, blazing a trail. Sorry, as much as I'd like to, no. So I don't blame you guys for putting this video or the replays on 1.25 or 1.5. With some of you, it might be at 2x speed. Hopefully, you actually understood what the heck I was saying at that one. Don't worry, I've done that myself on occasion, especially if I'm acquainted with the topic. So, what does that have to do with chat? Okay, I just explained my use of technology and why I'll use a Kindle app to read my book. Well, with chat, if you notice the last two videos, I should say one was a stream and the other was the edited video. I was using it to give you audibly what the contents were, and it was a lot of reading. Chat was going to read it a lot quicker than I would, and I'm not even 100% sure how well my voice sounds to you, because not all of us are blessed with great reading voices. And yet, I'm naturally comfortable doing public speaking. No problem. I'm just trusting in good faith that God will help me with it. Oh, yes. That's part of it. And the other part is, if you notice, that there was a whole lot of information. And unfortunately, I got to figure out how to best use something like uh, an AI like chat so I can give you what you actually need and not have it go running off into something that isn't of help or value to you. I'm still trying to work that out. I'm probably going to have to use chat for recorded video. Then at least I can bring that sucker into my video editor and cut out the junk, the stuff that you don't need. But let me know what it is you need uh, to hear so you can say, okay, to what extent is this thing biased? Yeah, I am aware of the AI bias. Some of the biases, if you noticed in one video, Barry, it seems to favor you. Yeah, it does, because it's familiar with me, what I like, who my background. So yeah, it kind of creates a nice little echo chamber. Hmm. And it's very obvious when I ask Chat to say, hey, how would this sound if you were giving it to Chris Roseborough, a confessional Lutheran? You'll notice it sounded different and real different when I said Justin Peters. Hello. Gee, I wonder why. Uh, so hopefully that answers one thing and why some people like me have to. And yet, this video is partly inspired by what Sean Christie had to deal with somebody saying, are you using a teleprompter? Well, the man does have a brain injury and it affects his ability to remember, and that's another thing. So, yeah, he needs modern technology. A lot of people with disabilities have to do that so that we can provide some kind of quality product for your benefit. Mm. So if you do know somebody who you like, hey, please do. Now let's move on to number 2. I said YouTube did came out with some new, very important changes. As far as short goes, I'm not going to really deal with it because shorts tend not to do so well for me. But in YouTube endeavor to put a stop to a lot of clickbaity and garbage content with some AI content creators and people doing content farms and all this other stuff with clickbaits. They came out with some new algorithmic requirements. Simply put, they said, okay, algorithm, you're no longer to count views as original by itself, which is usually based on impression, click through, and all that. Instead, a view must have some form of engagement. And in fact, uh, I will show you in just a sec what's going on my own channel and some other interesting news. Okay, you are looking over here at my YouTube analytics. I told YouTube's studio to just show the videos and the corresponding 2 column, both the regular views and the engaged view. You'll notice, hmm, well. Alright, that somebody's, hmm, okay, what the heck? Hmm. Interesting. I just told it, hey, just show me the videos. And for the past 90 days, you'll notice all of a sudden these numbers are matching up. And this is just the videos. Now, why this is, Ah, of course, this is my short. And as you can see, the short get a whole lot of views, but there's very little engagement. So, wow. So whatever changes YouTube did, they fixed it where in order for my channel to have recognized views, I have to have engagement. That is your thumbs up, which uh, and not just me, it's all across the board. 'Cause I can guarantee you, I got friends who are far better content creators than I am, like Rob Wilson, Love Agenda, Ray Curry of the Junction, like Social Fire, and a whole bunch of others, and Chris Roseborough. And I know some of you guys are his behind. Guess what? He's affected too. So when you like, uh, subscribe, and comment, when you do those sort of things with a person's video, you actually bless your favorite content creator. So, and I'm saying it that way because I'm not the only one. Of course, that. And why? And why is this important? Well, in order for channels to grow, because in a lot of ways, this is a business. It isn't just a ministry, but it's something we're doing to serve. And in order for a thing to get out there and promote it to other people, now engagement is a even bigger deal. It's also being done to try and cut down on the clickbait and that, and those ridiculous titles. Hmm. I think I know a certain couple of YouTubers who are in for a rude awakening. And like, I found this out through a pop culture channel or two. They were talking about this, and they didn't just compare video channels in their list, but across the board. I checked, and sure enough, okay. Uh, and, and Shorts wasn't effective, apparently. Oh well. My focus is on the on the two that I deal with now. Let's move on to. Oh, and wait, there's something else I want to show you in just a sec. Here's another little surprise update I found out the other day. For a lot of you, I understand, but you notice this big thing here? That oh, okay. Mobile is going to be big no matter what we do. You do, but according to this, TV is apparently growing. In fact, according to with my channel, uh, people watching spending watch time per hours is almost the same on TV as it is on computer. Hey, mom, I'm on TV, and of course, and people tend to stay a little longer on the TV. Wow, incredible, isn't it? Don't know what that means, but I do know this. When I what I did, a little comparison with videos, of course. But here's where the fun is. Take a look here. 32 Oh, whoa. It seems far as live stream goes, there's a good chunk of people watching this on live stream on TV. And of course, much longer watch hours. Wow. And and according to some of the YouTube gurus I pay attention to, this thing is expected to grow. And as a result, YouTube is encouraging people to think of your channel as a TV show. No, I know a lot of you watch this on YouTube on your smartphone, so I'm not gonna play a game show. And let's move on to number 3. If you've been watching my channel for a time, and you'll notice that I created some sorry, my brain threw a blank for a sec. Playlist, like book reviews. I could probably turn that into a podcast. I don't know if it's eligible. Which I have done. Mainly, I call it book reaction because I'm reacting to some of the stuff I read. And I know people like to. I was actually considering, with certain books, react to certain chapters in a book. I did that once, probably because a good chunk of you really didn't want to know about Amanda Gray. No problem. There are others I could do, but what I did was I read one chapter and I was basically saying, "Okay, here's my comment on this. Here's my comment." You think I was dissecting? In a way, I was critiquing and bringing up points and issues I had. I could do that with other people. Okay, who knows? It was suggested I read a book or two, one with Jordan B. Cooper, The Great Divide, or another one, I think it's public domain, Martin, that was written by Martin Luther himself. Hey, let me know if you want me to do what I did with Amanda and do it to those two, something which I know you'll be more interested in. I actually did have fun with it. And if you're wondering how, you don't have to look up the video. What I did with this, I have a Kindle app where you would see it like you were seeing before. I share the screen and you saw the stuff I highlighted, and I was commenting on what I was saying in those highlighted portions of the book, or in this case, the chapter I was reading. I thought it was kind of fun. Please let me know if you like that. Obviously, it ain't going to be prophetic. I know you guys aren't that interested. But at least I thought I'd share that. Because it is. And if you're wondering, yes, I have Audible. So it's a lot easier for me to say, oh, so that's what that chapter is about. It's also a good way for me to cover books more quicker. And there's a couple other books I really want to commentate on. Oh, gosh. Gee, why I don't like uh, uh, shoehorning Pentecostalism into Martin Luther. By oh god, Eddie Hyatt. He wrote a book on the charismatic Luther. Ugh. And I'm the guy, and I'm the cultured Pentecostal here, or charismatic here. Not a fan of that. But please, let me know, because I want to keep you engaged and also benefit. And yes, I still do some teaching. And I know that you guys seem to like it when I react and respond to certain teaching and say, hey, here's what is missing, which is actually a lot of fun. And yes, I'll still do the open mic. In fact, I got a topic of interest which I'll be covering. It has to do with it's really about the issue of church unity is not conformity or the other way around. They're not the same. And it has a lot to do with the debate about what's going on with all the revival and everything. Like, and we do need to talk about that. That's open mic this Friday. Please come back and join in the fun. I can assure you it won't be boring. All right. Hey, I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your thoughts. And please, I do mean it. Uh, please put in a comment and love to hear from you. All right. Hey, thanks. Hope you have a blessed day. See ya when I see ya.